Hey guys, it's Jules here. It's been a while since I made an actual stretching video on this channel, and to be honest, most of them were made in 2010 when I was in 10th grade, and I was like just starting out stretching, so I don't know, I feel like some of the things I said weren't really right, and like as I've been stretching my ears for almost 3 years now, I feel like I have more useful information to tell you guys and I needed to make like an updated stretching video. So this is just how I stretch my ears. Right now I'm at half an inch. I just have some like rose quartz plugs. They're really pretty. They like blend in pretty well. Yeah, I've never had a blowout or any of that type of stuff. I know that it's like a really controversial topic on YouTube, talking about like the healthy way or the proper way to stretch ears, and a lot of people with like huge stretched ears are always like attacking the little people who make like one little mistake. But to be honest, stretching ears is different for anyone. Like there are general guidelines that you should follow, and I think like some rules are more important than others, but yeah, I'm just going to tell you guys how I stretch my ears because I think that my ears are really healthy. You know, my lobes are pretty fat. I think that, here, let me take it out. Oh, I just stretched these to half an inch, so it's still kind of tight. They don't look like a shriveled butthole, like, if you stretch your ears wrong, you can tell because they look nasty as hell when you take them out. But, yeah, I'm just going to tell you guys some of my tips and tricks that I use for stretching my ears. On some of my previous videos, I have stretching from like 14 to 12 or like, I don't know, like the really small sizes. Because I used to have my second hole stretched to a 2 gauge, and you can see that's completely closed up. So that's 100% proof that if you do stretch your ears right, that you will be able to get them back down to any size you want, because you can't even tell, like barely at all, that I used to have that stretched, and that was pretty big, and now I just have these ones. But, okay, so to get started, for stretching, you're going to want to make sure that you've had your ears pierced, duh, but you need to make sure that you've had your ears pierced for about 6 weeks. Honestly, I had my ears pierced when I was like 5, so that wasn't a problem for me. If you just got your ears pierced, make sure that they're fully healed, or else it's really going to mess with your stretching. Okay. I would suggest, I have like all my jewelry over here, definitely start with the size, whatever. If you don't know exactly what size you were started at, start at a 16 or a 14 with tapers. A lot of people say that using plastic tapers is bad, and I would agree with that, even though obviously I'm clearly guilty of that, because during my stretching journey, I didn't really watch stretching videos. I didn't really care at the beginning. Kids are stupid. They just see other kids. You should not wear these as jewelry. I think I would say it's fine to stretch with these as long as you immediately replace it with something like this, which is metal. And this is a single flare plug. If you take off this little O-ring, you can tell that that'll just slide right in your ear. And so I think that using plastic tapers is fine. Honestly, I think it's kind of hard to find metal tapers sometimes. I mean, I didn't really try very hard, and I mean, I used to wear these and like just keep them in, but it's a really bad idea. Once you get to like bigger sizes, I would say maybe past like a 4. If you keep these in, then it's going to put uneven weight. It's going to be, here's your stretched ear, and then this is going to be hanging down, and so that can really harm the back of your ear when you're stretching them. So yeah, definitely make sure that if you're going to be stretching with acrylic tapers, have something that's metal or glass that's a single flare that you can just put in immediately after, and that'll help with the healing a lot, because my ears aren't very sensitive at all, but a lot of people, they have like allergic reactions to this, and this isn't really something that you want to have on a healing fistula, which is what that's called. So yeah, when you do stretch, it does hurt your ear, and it makes it kind of like a piercing where it's like a fresh wound, not necessarily like shouldn't be bleeding or broken skin or anything, but your body is really sensitive, so you want to treat it right, and don't leave these in. That's something that I wish that I knew when I was younger. Alright, so how I usually stretch is I get some type of lubrication. This is what I would really recommend. This is emu oil. the label is kind of fading because, I don't know. And this just comes in a little dropper. I also have it in this kind of stuff, which is, I don't even know if this is good to use or not because I'm pretty sure it has other things besides emu oil. But yeah, I get some type of like oil, A&D ointment, vitamin E oil, you know, something that's natural and good for your skin. I wouldn't recommend using Neosporin, even though I did say that in my last video that that's what I was using. But it can actually trap bacteria inside, and that's definitely not what you want when you're stretching your ears. Okay, so the number one thing I would recommend before you stretch is take a shower or stretch after you're in the shower, because that's going to help a lot with like the stretchability of your skin. Your skin is more likely to stretch when it's been absorbing water, and so if you're doing a stretch that maybe your ears are a little bit going to be more sensitive to, it might help it a little bit better. When I stretched up to a 1/2 inch, my ear, even though I had it at a 7/16 for a couple months, you know, my ear just wasn't ready yet. And I do, like, you're not supposed to use tapers after a certain point, but I don't know, I'm just a little bit stubborn, and I don't know if I would do it in the future, and I'm not planning on stretching any bigger than this, but I kind of told myself this would be the last size I would use tapers at, because I got a taper like this, which let me just tell you is bullshit, because you should never go from like here to there, like this much of a size range. Really skinny and then goes up to 1/2 inch, like that's way too short. So I didn't actually end up using this. I ended up using this one, which is has like a longer gradual stretch, which was helpful in the end. I was able to get them in. I do recommend, if you are going to be stretching maybe past a 7/16 and your ear is not really happy with you, like my ears are fine to stretch like that, but if they're not, then I would suggest using the taping method, which is using what is it? Not electrical tape. It's bondage tape, and it only sticks to itself, and it's not porous, so it won't attach to your skin. Okay, I think I have said so much in the past couple minutes, but yeah, so take a shower, put some nice oil on your skin, you know, make sure that you keep your lobes really nice and hydrated, and then put the taper in. If it's not going in, don't force it, like just wait. I know that it sucks, but honestly, wait. For the smaller sizes, I could do it like every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, but you know, once I got to like a 0, I waited months. Not on purpose, but if I was doing it on purpose, I would have waited months. And when I got to a 00, I waited a long time before I went to 7/16, and then I waited at least 2 or 3 months before I went to the 1/2 inch, and my ears were barely ready to go to 1/2 inch. You know, like, you can tell when they're not ready. They get really sore, and they just, like, put up a fight. Like, it just, like, stings a little bit more. So just know that your ears should never bleed when you stretch. They should never, like, be in screaming excruciating pain. Like, yeah, stretching is kind of painful sometimes, like, for the fact that it's discomforting. Like, I mean, you're stretching your ear, but it should never be bleeding. You should never try and put this whole thing in your ear when you're at, like, a size 14 or 10. Like, don't skip sizes. That's all I have to tell you, is the key to healthy lobes is not skipping sizes. I cannot tell you how many nasty people I've seen on YouTube with the thinnest, disgustingest lobes. Like, if you're planning on ever taking them out and having them go back to your normal size, good freaking luck. If you have skipped sizes, your ears are not going back, because you're just blowing them out and creating scar tissue that's not going to close. Mine are just, it's a hole. Like, if I take out my plugs, and then they close up, like, they still close up at any size. If I keep them out for a while, they'll close up. And, like, it's just proof that if you stretch right and take care of your ears, you can do anything. Okay, so that's pretty much what I have to say. You want to moisturize your ears a lot. That's what's going to keep them healthy. You want to wash them a lot with antibacterial soap. I use Provon, which is awesome. That'll help with the smell, because let's be honest, the shit smells hella bad, especially after you just stretch. Like, mine smell really, really bad right now, to be honest, but Provon soap really helps with that. You just wash it and you're good. You want to make sure that you do not wear these especially at sizes like this, you're going to have really uneven weight on your ears. Honestly, if you're stretching, I would suggest getting plugs like these, because sometimes with single flares like these, you see how it has the little ridge? Honestly, that's gotten stuck in my ear before. When I stretched and I pushed it through, it's actually gotten stuck. And so that's why I don't really like these ones. I know that you can buy on like Body Art Forms and stuff, like a whole range of these. Like you can buy the whole stretching set. And honestly, I would recommend that. And I would definitely wait a couple days to wait until you change into double flare. These are like what I love wearing, you know, because they don't fall out. I'm just going to show you some examples. And some flares are bigger than others, you know. We have like these ones or these ones. So sometimes it'll take a varied amount of time before you can change from a single flare to a double flare, but don't push that either, because it can be really painful going from a single flare to a double flare, because this is a bigger size on the outside. The saddle right here on the middle, that's your actual size, and then the end part is a little bit bigger. Okay, so yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. If you have any questions, please let me know. I know I'm not trying to be like, I'm the perfect person, you know, like, I never made a mistake in stretching, because that's not true, you know. I wore tapers like these for like weeks at a time, and, you know, started off stretching. I didn't really skip sizes ever, except for the first time I stretched from a 14 to a 10, which is, honestly, if you're gonna skip a size, that's one that's not really gonna matter too much, but, you know, I have made mistakes, and I'm not trying to be all holier than thou and trying to, like, be like, oh, you guys suck. But I am trying to help you guys make sure that you don't make the same mistakes that I did, and help you guys get healthy ears, because there are a lot of people who have really disgusting ears, and I feel like that's one of the things that's a problem with our modified community today, is people see the nasty ears, and they don't see the healthy ones, and they get grossed out, and they don't understand. So yeah, I hope that this helped you guys. If I'm missing anything, just let me know, ask me a question, and I can help you out. If you're looking for where to get emu oil, I just got it on Body Art Forms. I'm pretty sure you could probably get it at like some health food store or something. I don't know, it's just a really good oil to have. Or you can do vitamin E oil or A&D ointment. Those are all pretty readily available. So yeah, I think that that's pretty much it. I will say that I have a preference for stone plugs. A lot of people have allergic reactions to acrylic, or their ears just get angry with acrylic or silicone, like these little guys. But I don't have a problem with them. I just don't really like the way that they look. I really like the way that stone looks. And yeah, that's just a personal preference for me. But, and this video is way longer than I expected it to be, but I hope that I could have sorted some things out with my old video, my new video. I just wanted to like correct myself on a couple things and help you guys out. So if you like this video, let me know. Shoot me a message. I know a lot of you guys have questions, and I'll try and help you. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you later. Love you. Bye.